Hello everyone. So today we are going to take a look at the new Hidizs AP80 Pro. So they already have a AP80 which they released last year. So they have released this new version which is called AP80. This is the Pro version one. So I have been using the AP80 for a couple of weeks, and also this AP80 Pro for a couple of weeks. So let's talk about it and let's see how is it. Okay. So this is the back part of the AP80 Pro. This is the front. This is the micro SD card port. So in the new version, alongside with the headphone 3.5mm jack and the Type C, they have a new balanced port 2.5mm. That's the new thing. Also the design of this around this volume knob is also changed with this AP80 Pro. Let me show you what you get in the box. So in the box, alongside the depth, you get leather case, a case, rubber case actually. The depth, you get twist sticker and screen protector. You get your charger and storage cable, also the cable which you will be using as a if you want to use the device as a deck, and you get a mini USB-C to USB Type B cable. So these are the things you get with the AP80 Pro as like with the AP80. So the AP80, let me turn it on and let's talk about the device. Okay, so first let's talk about the build quality. The build quality is what I think is exactly same as the AP80. It's pretty good. The edges are sharp. It is the typical four square shape. Everything is as same as the AP80. It's pretty good. It's not that heavy. You have the micro SD card aside. You have the what I already told you about the headphone, and also you get a balanced headphone jack at Type C. You get a play button, play pause button, forward track and the backward track button, and a volume knob which also acts as a power button. So in the design they have changed the cutout in the AP80 Pro, as you can see. Let me show you better. So you see they have changed in the AP80 in this section protrude a bit, so that you cannot change the volume with one button, one hand. You see, now you can change the volume with one hand. Previously in the AP80 you cannot change the button with one hand because this section protrude much. So that's one thing in the new version, in the Pro version. Also in the build quality, as I told you, you get a balanced output jack, which is very good. You can get a balanced output from your headphone that need that port. You use the USB card, you use the SD card section here. You get the rubber case. If you put it here, let me show you. So the rubber case that they provide with the AP80 Pro is also better than AP80. It fits pretty good. It feels also very good. In the AP80 it doesn't fit. It's like that always in the AP80. But with the Pro version they give you a good rubber case which actually fits pretty good. So let's talk about the device itself. So this is the device. When you open it, it's like this one. Let me just unlock it. You see, let me just go to exit. So this is when you open it. This is the device. This is how the device look. Let me just load down the brightness so you can see the device properly. Okay, so I just put it in 1%. Now you can see the device properly. So with this has a Hidizs OS operating software. This is exactly same as the AP80. There is no changes between them. Okay. You have the players, you have the FM option, you have also a step counter, your Bluetooth menu is here, and the system setting and about. So in the about you can see it's AP80 Pro and the software version is 1.1. I am using 64 GB SD card. I only have 92.8 to 19.2 GB free. So you have only these things in here. So after that, let me go back in the system setting. You can see the language options is there, music database, brightness, backlight time, color theme. You can change the font size. I am using small. I have no issue with the small because my hands are tiny. You have the USB mode option. You can see I am putting it as a audio because I also also using this as a deck, so I can understand how it works in the computer also. You have the button operation option is also here when it's locked. So if you turn it off or when the device is locked, this button won't work. Okay. You have the time setting, idle time setting, battery percentage, standby, recording steps. So if you don't want to use the steps count option, you just turn it off. You can also lock the volume knob. Screensaver setting, if you want, you can do it here. You have the firmware updating option. So if you put the firmware file in the root directory of the SD card, you can just come here and click on the firmware to update. The device will update its firmware. And you have the FM option, general. You have the Bluetooth option. So you can see there is a hi-fi link option. So you can use this device and your Android phone or your Apple phone to control this device from your phone. Okay, so you can just turn on this hi-fi link and use the hi-fi music application to control this device. Also, you can use this as a LDEC, high quality LDEC option. Okay, you have the search device option to pair with the Android application and all. Now come to the player. The player is also same as AP80. You have MSCB, a lot of option to change how your device sound. I have played with it, but I don't like to change my sound from the device. I like to see how my headphone works with the stock settings. So I used this KRK KNS6400. Also this IEM which is KZ ZSN Pro to test the device. I also have a earbud, Chinese earbud you can say, but it's also very good. I like it. So I use these three headphone to check and see how the device works. You have the equalizer option here. So I really don't like the equalizers of this device. I feel like when you use the equalizer, the sounds get very low. You have the player setting. You have the high gain low gain option. Yes, I am using the high gain as I am trying to use it as a with this headphone, which is not very efficient. And you have all the options you can play with DSD output. You have the PCM option, DOP or the native option. You can also just play with this DSD gain composition. I don't know what it does. You have the update database option, and here is the music player. If you click here, you can see you have all the options. You can go through files. You can go through albums. If you put it here, put it like that, swap, it just goes away. You have the album, artist, and the format and the genre. So you can go through files like this one, and if you click on all, here is all music files. So you can use it however you like. You have the favorite option here, and here is the music player stock. If you just select play, there is no, so you can just click on any of the song you want. Let me just click on a song. So just click on a song. So when you play the song, if you slide from the right side, you can see you have the music player. You have the the picture, cover picture of the album. You have all the information. If you click here, you also have the option to delete this album, this song. You have the properties where you can see all the details. It's very good. You do not have go to a next string. You just it just shows you the properties in front of the player. I feel it's a very good thing. So you can just click on anywhere to go out from here. You can see you have the list now playing at 2 playlist. You can create playlist from here. You can see the view album also. So overall, I really like this player. I think it's a very good player in your budget, in this kind of budget. Now there is a question, if do you want to buy this one or the AP80 one?
Okay, so according to the specification, I feel like except this balanced output, you do not have a much big of a change with these two. There is a dual deck here. Okay, dual deck chip here, but with the sound I have tested with the songs, those both the device has the same song. I don't find any difference in the sound between this and normal AP80. So for the sound you should not for the sound I don't think you need the AP80 or AP80 Pro one. It doesn't sound better than AP80 Pro. Okay, but if you are in the market and you want to get a new one, I think you can just increase your budget by I think it's like $20 or $30 more than the AP80 Pro. If you can increase that, I think you should get this one with the balance, because it has a balance output. So if you get a good headphone later which is hard to drive and you can change the cable to the balanced output, you should get this one. And if you already have a AP80, no, you should not be upgrading it to the AP80 Pro one. Except this balance output, it doesn't have better in every way. It is not better in every way from the AP80. Okay, so for the sound, AP80 and AP80 Pro both are like same to me. And if you have want this extra features, you can go for this one. So thank you for watching. If you have any question about this device or the AP80 one, you can just ask me out. I will also put a AP80 review in this channel, so you can also see that if you want. Check me out. So you can just subscribe and like and share this video if you want. Thank you so much for watching.